first opened for business in 1994. There's a look at Progressive Field here in Cleveland. The Midsummer Classic between the National League All-Stars and the American League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on the show. I'll be joined in the booth by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, but before we turn to them, let's turn to the results of the fan voting for this year's All-Star starters, as close to 400 million votes were cast online to come up with the gentleman you see right here. Final preparations being made down on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League All-Star Game on the show, and it comes your way next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 American League All-Star.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two men named by their managers to get the ball here to begin this All-Star Game. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
C.J. Felton, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
And with that, let's take a look here at the lineup defensively for the American League. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it, to the shortstop. Actually, anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Very aggressive player, makes a lot of great defensive plays.
Stepping in, Stephen Hyde. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Grounded to third. Santos comes up with it, and he's retired here, one away. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He does a lot of things right at the plate. He takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Digging in, Josh Lemons, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
And it really helps having kind of a second leadoff man hitting in that number 2 hole. He's on now with one away, and he may get a chance to run in the early going.
Yasiel Puig will step forward now following the walk, as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. With a moment now, let's take a look here at the lineup defensively for the American League. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Manny Machado over there at shortstop, one of the better athletic shortstops in all the game. But we all know what he does offensively. Defensively, a ton of range. Can do a lot of different things. Very versatile. Remember, he also can play a strong third base as well. In fact, he won the Gold Glove at that position in 2015.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Belted high in the air out to left. Gordon going back at the track. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. It's the National League nothing. American Leaguers coming to bat. You're watching the Major League Baseball All-Star Game exclusively on the show. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. And he's trouble every time he steps into the box because he's such a well-rounded hitter. He has the power to go deep. He's got the speed to turn an out into a base hit. And he's got the nerve to stay calm and come through in the clutch.
Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he's coming off a complete game victory in his last start. Looked great in that one. We'll see if he can continue that here.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look here at how the National League will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best all-around players in the game in Bryce Harper. What he does defensively, he's got great speed, got an absolute cannon for an arm, and he's very aggressive. Has not met a wall that he doesn't want to run through.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
This is a lineup that features so many young kids on this team, and generally you know you're going to have to live with their mistakes, but what you do is you ride that youth and enthusiasm to each victory.
Jay Dias steps into the box. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Kershaw's ready. Here's the 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Hit on the ground to short. Jitsi takes it in. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look here at how the National League will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, guys, when you talk about the great players in the game, Paul Goldschmidt is at the top of any list. Known for his offense, defensively he has made great strides. In fact, in 2015, he won the National League Gold Glove Award at first base. Helps his infield out tremendously, an asset over at first base. One of the players to watch in this ball game.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone because A few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Squared that one up just a little late. Set to deal on 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Joshua Bright would be next. 2 out, nobody on. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Joshua Bright set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field with no score. Paul Goldschmidt will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Bright on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he will get there with the game's first hit, a leadoff double.
Yeah, I think this was a changeup that just hung a little bit too much in the strike zone. Let's take another look at it here. Normally, you want this thing to sort of run out of steam and dip on its way out of the zone. But he starts this one up a little bit too high. And to be honest, he's pretty lucky that this one stayed in the ballpark.
Stepping in now, Tim Vincent. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. No one out with a runner at second. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. He's set. Here's the 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Line hard toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Goldschmidt around third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
I'll tell you what, that's as great as an at-bat as you'll see all week. I mean, he just keeps fouling off pitch after pitch, waiting until he found the one he could do something with, and it finally comes right here on pitch number 9 as he drives it for an RBI single.
Standing in now, Dusty Prothro. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and the National Leaguers now lead it 3-0.
Man, this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Into the box, decimVIII. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Dirtbag Santiago settles into the box for his first chance. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there. Like even he can't figure out what's going on.
And the pitch on 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Stephen Hyde waits on deck. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Into the box now, Stephen Hyde. 3-1 now. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
3 runs already home here. Now a throw over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away.
Well, he's allowed 1 home run in the inning already. Maybe he's just a little gun shy out there. It did not look like he wanted any part of that guy on 3-1, and he winds up putting him on.
Josh Lemons will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
One and one, here it is. Shoots this one to first. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Yasiel Puig gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the National League 3 and the American League nothing. Billy Butler will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. Kershaw gets the sign. Full count pitch on its way. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Eric Hosmer will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
If you're going to beat this guy, it's probably going to have to be up. You know, when he's at the knees like that or lower, especially with the fastball, he's tough to hit.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. One and two, here it comes. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. The location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
Stepping in now, Manny Machado. Very weakly on the ground. One there, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That's a very alert play right here behind the plate. Take a look at how quickly he gets out of the crouch and then pounces all over this ball. And now he's thinking second all the way, and he winds up getting that lead runner.
In now, Alex Gordon. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. AL leaves one. Still down 3-0. Victor Oliveros will be the new pitcher.
For the American League, number 5, Victor Oliveros.
Settling in now, Bryce Harper. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Hit to third. Santos scoops it up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The batter, number 15, second baseman,
Tim Vincent stands in following an RBI single his first time through. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. One, two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And another throw over, and the runner back.
Keeping an eye on him.
A runner on first with 2 away. Standing in now, Dusty Prothro. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Doc Jitsi stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And now here, 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field. And this is going to clear the wall. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Into the box now, Dirtbag Santiago. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the National League 6 and the American League nothing. Mike Perry will come in and pitch now.
Number 46, Mike Perry.
Jason Kipnis will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
All even now, 2-2. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase, but when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Full count, here it comes. Good battle, count remains full. Count is full, here's the pitch. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Hit in the air out to right. Harper is in his tracks now. One down.
Now batting, third baseman,
Carlos Santos will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. One out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Hyde is under this one. And that's out number 2. Ready now, Jay Gaius. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Three 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
And that may be the pitch that he'll remember from this at-bat. When he's hot, he doesn't miss that.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Well, with the hole they've dug themselves here early, it's definitely a long road back. But stranger things have happened, and who knows? Or maybe we'll look back on this home run as being the one that got the huge comeback started.
Stepping in now, Alejandro Delgado. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joshua Bright. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And again, a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Must think something's up.
Now here's a ball heading for the right field corner. This has the distance, and it stays fair. Home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, and with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
kind of a gift in location, and this is the wrong guy to be giving gifts to. I mean, you see the location on show track, way too much of the plate there. You're not going to get away with that too many times. That's for sure.
In now, Billy Butler. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 3 innings complete. It's the National League 6 and the American League 3.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher coming on now, and it's the former #1 overall pick from 2007, David Price. Stephen Hyde stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you got to be ready to try and turn on something.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Josh Lemons waits on deck. Softly on a line to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder,
Josh Lemons digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
Smoke toward third. Santos over to his left, on to first, and the Price is right here, 2 away.
now batting, designated hitter, Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel Puig ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Price is ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. NL down in order. They still lead it 6-3. Rip Bobo is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 32, Rip Bobo.
Leading off the inning, Eric Hosmer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
And all of a sudden, it is pouring right now. That's the hardest it's been all night.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Hey, EK, this is what they call a summer squall that's moving through here right now. I mean, it is absolutely pouring out there. It's tough to hit in, it's tough to pitch in, but you got to play in the elements.
Into the box, Manny Machado. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Standing in now, Alex Gordon. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely.
Simple throw over there.
3 runs, 3 hits. No errors thus far for the American League. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Goldschmidt will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for route number 2. So a runner at first with 2 away, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot down the line. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Into the box now, Carlos Santos. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. AL leave a pair. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Hyunjin Ryu will be the new pitcher.
For the American League, number 99, Hyunjin Ryu.
Bryce Harper will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ryu gets the sign. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Stepping in now, Paul Goldschmidt. And no messing with Goldschmidt there as he'll take first on ball 4.
The batter, number 15, second baseman,
Tim Vincent digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Ready with the 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Delgado moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Dusty Prothro steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Nope, that's up
and
there.
this pitch
Ball
misses
4.
for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
And you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Doc Jitsi digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. That's popped up out towards short right field. Kipnis onto the grass. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of our All-Star Game coverage in a moment. Steve Fortunato will come in and pitch now.
National League, number 35, Steve Fortunato.
Leading off the inning, Jay Dias, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Into the box, Alejandro Delgado. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Joshua Bright will be next. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Joshua Bright stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the National League 6 and the American League 3. Tommy Hunter will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 29, Tommy Hunter.
Dirtbag Santiago steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And this has been his problem all night long. He just keeps going after pitches that he should be watching.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's a high pop-up. Hosmer is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 28,
Stephen Hyde will step in. A ground-out victim as last time. 6 runs, only 4 hits, and no errors on the NL line score thus far. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
The batter, left fielder, Josh Lemons.
Josh Lemons strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
1-1, here it comes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. Yasiel Puig is on deck. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 7-3 ball game.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
In now, Yasiel Puig. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You got to think this has to be a fastball here.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And the count will be full. Comes set. Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Delgado giving chase. 2 gone. Bryce Harper will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Yeah, and with 2 away, maybe a chance to get a second run home here in the inning. He picks a good pitch to run on, and he's in safely at second.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The NL leads it 7-3. Irvin Santana will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 55, Irvin Santana.
Leading off the inning, Billy Butler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Santana gets the sign, 1-1 on its way. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Hit to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 35,
Eric Hosmer stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now, 3-2.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Now here's the pitch. Hosmer's able to lay off, so he'll move to first on the free pass.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. And it's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Manny Machado steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Lemons is in pursuit, 2 down. Alex Gordon will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. The 1-1 pitch. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. American League strands 1. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Back here in Cleveland, National Leaguers leading this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's have a look at our game summary for the first 6 innings. David Robertson is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
David Robertson.
Buster Posey is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Posey.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Tim Vincent waits on deck. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gordon racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's going to get there as he comes through off the bench with a leadoff double.
Well, I got to tell you, that's not the way you're hoping to make an entrance into this ball game. First batter he faces, and bang. This ball just about leaves the yard, winds up hitting off the outfield wall, and now he's going to have to deal with a runner on second base.
Steven Weinstein will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Robertson's ready. Here it is on 2-2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Up next for the National League,
Dusty Prothro will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. One out and a runner on second base. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Left field and deep. Gordon ranging back, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Doc Jitsi will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Ready with the 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Hosmer is there for it. And that's the third out. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Stretch time here at Progressive Field. It's the National League 7 and the American League 3. Buster Posey will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
number 28.
Steven Weinstein will stay in the ball game now as he comes on to play second here.
Steven Weinstein.
Craig Kimbrell will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Kimbrell.
Leading off the inning, Jason Kipnis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And you know what? That might be a little frustration coming out right here. You didn't get the call on the pitch before. You're a little bit steamed out there. And here, pretty clearly trying to overthrow this ball, and it winds up getting away from him.
Desmond Seaver will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Desmond Seaver.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Here's the 3-1. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
A hit by pitch, then a walk. Things are starting to unravel on him out there a little bit. You've got to pull it together.
And there's the backup catcher, Chris Iannetta. He's moved into the on-deck circle to pinch hit here. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
First and second here with nobody out. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Rodrigo Rodriguez will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Up high, 2-1 now.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. 2-2, here it is. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Joshua Bright, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Mike Trout will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Two and 1.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
Back up the middle, that will get through into center field, a base hit. 1 run scores. Now a good throw comes into the infield, so that'll force the second runner to hold on over at third base.
Well, apparently, they've still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now, with another hit or 2, they could really make this interesting.
Trevor Rosenthal will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Jose Reyes will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Jose Reyes.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Boy, a big strikeout there right out of the bullpen. That's not an ideal spot to come in either with the bases loaded, but he gets the first half of the job done. And now, with 2 away, he's got a decent shot at getting his guys out of this.
Miguel Cabrera will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
This was one of those no-win situations here. You hate to walk anybody, and you certainly hate to force in a run, but with a dangerous hitter up there, you'd also rather give up 1 run rather than 4. So if he could find a way to get this next guy, this could work out for him in the end.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. High pop-up. Calling for it, Hosey. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The NL's on top, 7-5. Desmond Seaver is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 25.
Chris Iannetta will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Catching, number 17.
Rodrigo Rodriguez will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Mike Trout will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Miguel Cabrera will stay in the ballgame as he'll take over at first base. Houston Street will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Number 16, Houston Street.
Leading off the inning, Dirtbag Santiago, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Count is 2-1.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Still 2-2. Street gets the sign. Here he comes on 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Kipnis has it on to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, John
Matt Cain will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Matt Cain.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
I don't know. That looked like a slider that time, but it was just sort of a cement mixer. It just spun and did nothing. And he whacks this thing into the gap. No way to run this one down, and he winds up at second with 2 bases.
Carlos Ruiz will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Trout, still going back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this midsummer classic right after this. Earl Banks will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 34.
Matt Cain will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 17, Matt Cain.
Kenley Jansen is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Kenley Jansen.
Leading off the inning, Alex Gordon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Jason Kipnis will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time.
Got him right in the back. Doesn't feel good, never does, but I can think of a lot worse places to get dosed.
Here it comes on 1-1. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Now batting, third baseman
Jake Elmore will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
number 39, Jake Elmore.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there.
Just checking.
And another throw over. Runner back safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
A little bit outside. 2-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Chris Iannetta, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Well, they certainly paid a lot of attention to him over there at first, and it was wise to do so. But in the end, they had to come to the plate sooner or later, and he winds up taking second here on the stolen base.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Maybe a case where he's more interested in taking a walk. He was in a good spot up 3-1, but he winds up taking 2 straight pitches, neither of which was anything you'd call unhittable.
Chris Iannetta will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. 2 out here and a runner at second. A little low. It's 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Here's the 2-2. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more of our All-Star Game coverage in a moment. Jake Elmore is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 30.
Sean Doolittle will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Sean Doolittle.
Scooter Powers will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Scorched to third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
And they're keeping the pressure on, even with the 2-run lead here in the 9th. They'd love to increase their lead a bit before they take it to the bottom of the 9th. That's for sure.
Joey Votto will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
19, Joey Votto.
To short. Kipnis. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Well, that's not exactly what you're hoping for when you turn to your bench. Granted, it's not an easy spot. Being a pinch hitter might be the toughest position in the game, but he just rolls over on this one, and that results in a huge double play.
Gene Segura will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Hot shot to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The NL leads this one 7-5. Scooter Powers will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 15.
Joey Votto will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Joey Votto.
Gene Segura will stay in the ball game now as he comes on to play second here. Alberto Wiggins is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Wiggins.
Jeffrey Burns will be summoned to pinch hit here to start the bottom of the ninth. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win, so he's got his work cut out for him here. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy, and you don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Line drive to left. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Josh Kelly will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Kelly.
Takes this the other way to right. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
When you're down by 2 in the ninth, there's that old expression about needing a bloop and a blast. Well, that was hardly a bloop. That ball was stung pretty good. But it is going to get the tying run to the plate. There's new life in that dugout.
Robinson Cano will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 22. Robinson.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Tap fouled at home plate. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chop foul right at home plate. Ready on 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. In line for the victory is Clayton Kershaw should the lead hold. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
And you know, as a hitter, with a runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
2 out with the man at first. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
He may be the closer, but he is opening up a real can of worms here. Putting another guy on base with a walk, that's not going to help things.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Manny Machado. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline. On to Votto at first, and this ball game is in the books.
Yeah, just an entertaining ball game here all around, and these guys are going to get out of here with a very nice victory.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And in an all-star game atmosphere like this, it can sometimes be hard to single out one player for an MVP award, but the writers here have spoken as you get a look at our all-star game most valuable player presented by Topps.
And I don't know if this was a unanimous selection or not. There's probably some writer out there who disagrees, but he's a worthy all-star game MVP in my book. And I think all three of us put his name down at the top of our ballots.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The National League comes out on top, 7-5. Good night from Cleveland.